Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Zoo. Today we are doing our first episode of Builder Spotlights. Uh, what this is we're finding some creations and just giving them the time that they deserve. I might be going through and I'm not really criticizing. I'm not going to really Jeez, I can't say that word. You know what I'm saying. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not putting any creations on blast because everybody has different skill levels. And what I want to do is go through these and maybe offer some suggestions, maybe some advice to help creations get to another level if they can get to another level, because let's face it, some of these creations are phenomenal. So today we have two creations. We have the Crawling Cave by Castile, and we have the Modern Food Court by Kingdom. So let's get right on into it with the Crawling Cave. So we'll take a look on the outside first and foremost, and pretty good so far. I am seeing some repetition in the rock work, but not a big deal. That can be easily changed. What I mean there is, especially up here on the trim, I would change out the different rocks. There's different style of these cylindrical pieces here. And here on the rock work, Castile, what I would do is maybe swap out this piece for this piece. Because right now you use the two same pieces vertically, and it's a little obvious. So I just mix and match the pieces a little bit. You're doing fine on rotating them. Just, yeah. Swap them out a little bit on your next build, and I think that will really make the build that much better. Going through, one of the other things that I noticed on the outside here with these small windows, they're not really framed very well. So I'd take these pieces around the window and just drop them down a little bit, and then add another piece up on top just to frame out those windows a little bit better. Just another suggestion for you. This window is perfect, absolutely lovely. And for the outside, yeah, that's pretty good. I do love this entrance. I like the vegetation that you put in here. Your sign looks absolutely amazing. It's simple, but it gets straight to the point. Maybe a different color. If I were you, I'd go through and try different colors, but the white does work. I just think maybe it's too white. I don't know. There's something about the sign that kind of throws me off. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's because it's off-center. I don't know. But it's good. I like it. It definitely works for what you're doing. Let's go inside. Let's start with the staff area. And I like what you did here. You didn't just leave this an open archway. You actually put a door in there. Maybe a sign up here for staff if this is going to be connected to a park. That I would leave up to whoever downloads this, though. Certainly not something that you need to put in there yourself. Coming in, we have a keeper hut. Yep, we have a keeper hut, and we have power. For some reason, this is going this way into the wall. That goes straight into our exhibit. Don't know what's up with that. But an easy fix for this, guys, if you download this, just delete this, pick your staff hut here, build off the grid, drop down 2 4-meter paths right next to each other, and it'll connect to the keeper hut, and it will connect to the power. No problem, and then you can even throw in another one out here to connect it to another walkway. So moving on, let's go into the inside of the Crawling Cave. So, wow, very nice. For such a small build, there's a lot of detail in here, and it's not overpowering. I really like that. Nice garden work. I see you've got some lights hidden. Yep, you got the lights hidden down there to highlight the garden. Very nice, very nice. You tied in both sides of this garden with this vine. Very well done, very well thought out. If that was your intention or not, I don't know, but it definitely works. You do have these monotone blue walls, which normally I would suggest that you change, but the way you did it with these white signs that the game provides really pops it. It makes it interesting to look at. I love the walls on here. Love the garden work. You added 3 exhibits in here. What do we got in here? So you would have a Lehman's Poison Frog, one of my favorite exhibit animals. You would have a boa constrictor, very nice. And over here, what do you got? We've got a Brazilian wandering spider. Alright, cool. You added the education boards, very, very nice touch. Always good to have. And let's see here, there's something, right there. That's my biggest criticism on the inside, is we've got some cross-fighting with the textures here. And the reason why you have that is because you have I don't know, this isn't a 4-meter log, but you do have 2 logs set one on top of the other. So Castile, one of the things you can do is, I am going to mess around with your stuff right quick. What you can do is take this, go ahead and delete that, grab this, duplicate that, and then we're going to come down here, we're going to go to log, and we are going to grab the 8-meter log. Alright, so we'll do that like that. Son of a gun. Let's try this again. I always screw this up. We'll delete that right there, grab this, duplicate, change it to the 8-meter, click that right there, go ahead and click the check mark. Then we can get rid of this one right here, grab this one again, press X, so we're moving it up, and all we're going to do is move this 8-meter log upwards. And that's probably too high, it's probably clipping through the roof. So something like that. Yeah, there we go. And there you go. Yes, your log is going to go into the ground, but it serves 2 purposes. Something to keep in mind, Castile. So what we have here is we eliminate that cross-fighting with the textures by using 2 different logs. And if you go through and change out all 6 of these logs into this one 8-meter, you will only use 6 objects instead of using 12. So it'll really make your build a little bit more efficient, especially in bigger parks where piece count really becomes an issue. So that's really my only criticism in here. Maybe add some lights on the overhead. It's not needed, but it would break up the ceiling a little bit. It would make the ceiling more pleasant to look at if there was some lighting up here. But that's nitpicking at this point. So let's take a look at this sucker in nighttime view. Alright, so you got the entrance well lighted. I like that. Coming on the outside, and we see 2 lights over here. So Castile, easy way to fix this is just open up your item here, delete these 2 guys, and then re-update your Steam build. And those will no longer exist. Coming over here, yep, just what I thought. You hid the lighting just like a real zoo would, or even a real amusement park for that matter. Very well done. Don't really need lighting on the outside in my opinion, unless there's maybe a pathway that comes along here. You might want to add some lighting. Just add it to the building to highlight the path. The windows are always lit up. Do you have lighting inside the staff area? No, you do not. So that's maybe something you'd want to add if you go for a more realistic type build. Just add even one light right up in here would make a world of a difference. Because the staff still need to see. The staff work 24/7. You always have different shifts, different crews coming on to make sure that the animals are cared for and that your power and water systems are running correctly. So let's go inside the main build, and I retract my further statement about the lights in the overhead. The ambience in here more than makes up for not having overhead lighting. This ambience for the color is phenomenal. Great job, Castile. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love how these lights highlight your foliage, your garden work. Very, very well done. And yeah, great solid build by Castile. I look forward to seeing some more of your stuff. And yeah, really, really like it. Hit up the comments, guys. Let Castile know what you thought. Any suggestions that you might have for Castile. And Castile, if you want, hit up the comments and let us know what your inspiration was, your thought process, whatnot. That's something I'm always interested in, is hearing why people did things the way they did. So let's move over to Kingdom and his modern food court. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a look on the outside. I'm tempted to say that the walls are a little bare. However, because it is modern food court, we're going to keep that in mind. A lot of modern work is very plain, very bright, with very little highlights. So I think it fits the theme very, very well. I like it. I like it a lot. I love your lattice work, Kingdom. Especially this bit, it kind of looks like a ship. Very nice. Very, very nice. Here's an issue that maybe you want to address. You've got your trim work all up in here, but then you stop right here. It really doesn't tie into the building very well. I think it should come out to here. Just my opinion. It's completely up to you. You are, as far as I'm concerned, a much better builder than I am. So, but the artist is their own worst critic, I guess. But if you bring that trim work up here, bring it around the outside, it'll tie it in better, and it'll also hide these little crimes like this here. So that's something to consider there, Kingdom. Either update this build or keep that in mind for your future builds. We got some realism with our ventilation up here. I know some people sit there and say, oh, you need ventilation here and you need it over here, but you don't. You have ventilation on the build, and with a little bit of imagination, we can figure out that, yeah, there's probably vent ducts that go in here into your shops. So no big issue there. I know some people, like I said, they would hit that. Me, not so much, because I'm not stupid. But I love the lattice work. It really ties into the modern theming. I love how you kept the colors very, very simple. So you got the white, you got this lighter brown, and you got this more reddish brown in the woodwork. And you tie it in throughout the entire build. You even have it down here on the floor. So very well done job there. Let's take a look on the inside. So yeah, easy stuff here. I believe you said in your workshop description that this is all built on a 4-meter grid path, so that works out really well. For this, I would add a little bit of foliage in here, just to bring it some more color. It kind of looks bare. It just doesn't look right to me, and that's just my opinion. it still looks good, but I think it could look better if you added maybe not some flowers, but some of those green leafy bushes. Just add them around here, and I think that would look fine. Coming up in this area, I'm guessing this is a picnic area. We won't see bins or benches because for whatever reason the game does not want to add those on workshop items, but yeah, I can easily see, you know, a picnic bench here, a picnic bench over here. What I am curious about, Kingdom, is what's up with this. What was your plan with this? I mean, my imagination, I can see a statue or two right there. I can see some more garden work. I can even see a water feature coming up in here. But that's just me. I want to hear from the designer what their intent was for this. So, Kingdom, if you wouldn't mind, let us know what was going on with this bit. Continuing moving on, guys, we can ignore this bit because that will be covered by the pathing. So just keep that in mind if you download this. Your path will cover these little bear marks. I like the use of making your own custom planters. Very nice, very nice. And we come in here into this tree house, or tea house. Very, very nice. I like how you have changing elevation in your paintings. That's really good touch, really good touch. You added the festival pieces here, which it works in here because you got that red in that pale, the pale tan there, and that works really well with the solid white walls broken up by the wood decoration. These cushions, oh, these are part of the Indian set, right? They're supposed to be like bundles of cloth. And you just rotated it to come up with this more Asian design, which works very, very well. I see you use the weather vane in a very, very nice way. Very, very nice. Same thing over here with the whale. This is a weather vane that you just repurposed in a very unique and very nice way. I like that. And then we have what are these? They're not planters, they're like decorations for walls. But you added that into this table to make it actually look more like a table. And I really appreciate that, really like that. Good job, Kingdom. Another nice feature is that you've got half of it covered and half of it uncovered. So I like that a lot. Guests can always come in here if it gets rainy or snowy or whatever. Or on the nice day, they can just come over here and chill. Very nice. Nice plant here. Yeah, moving on. What else do we got in here? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So we've got a little alcove built into this build here. We've got a Street Fox coffee that has been renamed into a Latte Fun, which is a play on words for a lot of fun. Looking at your drink prices and your drinks, I can automatically see this one here, Holy Walker. That should be Holy Water. Again, beautiful play on words. I love it. We got the Rose Tickled, T-Bomb, Holy Walker, Icy Night, Orange Kiss, and Wet Velour. If I missed any play on words in there, please let me know, because I always find that clever how you do that. One thing I would say is I'm not a fan of the signs that you used because it requires you to use this pole to make it really work. And the pole just does not work for this build, in my opinion. It's a little too industrial, I think. But it's something that only someone like me would look at. Most people would probably miss that. You tied in your tea room with your festival design here. I like that. And I love how you use the statue as a wall relief. Very, very cool. I am curious, what was supposed to be right here? Was this another like picnic bench thing? If not, I would suggest putting in a planter. Just because it looks a little bare, but that's it there. Moving on, we've got another beautiful custom planter where we can actually see inside via the glass. And both creations actually use the mulch, so very good job to both Kingdom and Castile for using mulch where your plants are. We got a fountain here, and this one, Kingdom, I think you need something behind this fountain. Another wall design, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the corner of this wall blends in too well with that back wall there, and it just looks way too plain. So maybe take one of these trims that you did over here and add it over here, or coming back over here, maybe put something like this behind that fountain. I think that would make this wall really pop and make it not so plain. Yeah, so moving on, we got another picnic area. Again, because the game is the way it is, it will not upload picnic benches and waste bins, so we just have to use our imagination. And your planters are floating. I'm going to point this out, guys. The planters are floating here because this is where the path would come up to. These are not path pieces. Alright, but the path would come up here. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kingdom, but the path, you put these blocks down to kind of be a visual guide for the path. Is that correct? I do like it though. Very much a, not a checkerboard pattern, but more like a weaving pattern. I like it. Very well done. Coming over here, we have we have Bridal Suite. So instead of being Bridal Suite S-U-I-T-E, it is Bridal Suite S-W-E-E-T. Another play on words. Absolutely love it. Sweet prices. I get it. I got what you're doing there. Vanilla tart, orange sorbet, nutmeg pudding, honey toffee, caramel bum, and ginger mooncake. Alright. Alright, very cool. And you used a Missy Goods, I believe. Either way, very well decorated. I do like how you alternated the purple and the brown here to tie it in with the shop itself. Very, very nice, Kingdom. Absolutely love this build so far. Let's take a look at night, see if you did any light work. Just as I expected from you, Kingdom, you did. You did not miss that detail. Very, very well done. What are these? Oh, I know what these are. Those are your, the string lights, right? Let's see, can we get in here? Yeah, okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. I like it. Very nice use of these lights, because normally you'd see them hanging overhead. And you repurpose them to be on the ground. Very cool. Very ingenious idea there. You've got the Asian lanterns that light up the place very well. The path seems a little dark, but realistically, guests would not be coming in here to eat at night either, so no complaints there. What lighting you have would be sufficient for the employees who clock out and close up for the night. So yeah, very, very wonderful design. Absolutely solid, Kingdom, as always. Your creations never cease to amaze. Thank you so much for creating this. And I really wanted to highlight this because I did see it on Johnny's video, and they kind of just blew right through it without giving it any real thought or any kind of attention. And I thought it deserved more. So Kingdom, thank you so much for giving me permission to put this on my own video and to give it the time that it deserves. Same with you, Castile. I haven't seen any of your stuff on anybody's videos, but thank you so much for giving me the permission to download this and put it on my videos. So guys, that's going to be it for this Builders Spotlight. If you're interested in having your own creation spotlighted on my channel, really easy to do. You can do it two ways. You can hit me up on Discord or you can hit me up on Steam. I will put the information for that in the description below, as well as the links for both of these creations. Those will be in the link below. But if you want me to give your creation a little bit of airtime, some free promotion if you will, all you gotta do is hit me up on one of those two places. And here's the format. This is very important. This is the format I want you guys to use. I want you to give me the link, hit me up with the creation's name, and then give me your Steam name. And that way I can find you on Steam. I know some people's Discord names are not the same as they are on Steam. So your Steam name is very, very important. I will say that again. Discord or Steam, the link to the workshop item, the name of the workshop item, and your Steam name. Give me those and I will make sure to create a spotlight video featuring your work. Anyways guys, thank you for watching, and as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you next time.